While everyone was watching the Miami Grand Prix this weekend, Mohammed Ben Sulayem walked into a room with select journalists and said 3 words that Formula One fans have been waiting 13 years to hear. V8 is coming. Not maybe. Not under discussion. Not subject to manufacturer approval. Coming. He said it like it was already done. Because in a way, it is. The FIA president made it clear in Miami that by 2031 at the absolute latest, Formula One will return to V8 engines. The manufacturers cannot stop it. The regulations give the FIA the power to force through engine changes without a single vote from Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, or anyone else. And Ben Sulayem is targeting 2031 year earlier. Because, and this is the part that says everything about where Formula One actually is right now, everyone outside the sport is already asking for it. 4 races into the most controversial set of regulations Formula One has ever introduced, drivers complaining, fans cancelling subscriptions, a 50-50 split between combustion and electric power that has produced battery management races instead of racing, and the FIA president is in Miami announcing the replacement. That is not a coincidence. That is an admission. To understand why the V8 announcement happened in Miami this weekend, you need to understand what the 2026 engine actually is and why it has created so many problems in such a short time. The 2026 power unit runs on a near 50-50 split between internal combustion and electric power. That means roughly half the car's performance comes from the engine and roughly half comes from the battery. In theory, this sounds balanced. In practice, it has been a disaster for racing. The battery can only hold 4 megajoules of energy. The car can deploy up to 9 megajoules per lap. The maths simply do not work. The battery runs out constantly. Drivers lift before braking zones to harvest energy. Cars slow by 30 kilometers per hour mid-straight when the battery dies. Oliver Bearman hit a barrier at 50 G in Japan because the car in front of him suddenly lost half its power. 4 races in and the FIA has already changed the rules twice, added cameras to garages, banned a qualifying trick Mercedes had been running, and is now in discussions about changing the 2027 engine split to 60-40. The decision to go 50-50 was made in 2022. The automotive industry was obsessed with electrification. Audi was joining, Honda was coming back, everyone wanted more electric. The FIA followed the industry. The industry has now moved on. Electric car sales are slowing, manufacturers are diversifying back toward combustion, and the engine that was designed to be relevant to the road car world is already irrelevant to it. The specific words Ben Sulayem used in Miami matter. He did not say V8 engines are being considered. He did not say they are under discussion pending manufacturer approval. He said, and I am quoting directly, V8 is coming, it will be done. Then he explained the mechanism. In 2031, the FIA gains the power under the current regulatory framework to change the engine formula without requiring a vote from any power unit manufacturer, not 4 out of 6, not a majority, 0 votes needed. The manufacturers signed up to a framework that gave the FIA this authority after a certain date. That date is 2031, but Ben Sulayem wants 2030. To get 2030 instead of 2031, 4 of the 6 current power unit manufacturers, Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, General Motors, Audi and Red Bull, need to vote yes. If they do not, it happens in 2031 anyway. Ben Sulayem says the manufacturers want it to happen. He describes the response as positive. He says they are aligned. Whether that alignment holds when the actual vote comes, with hundreds of millions of investment in the current technology at stake, is a different question. But the FIA's position is unusually clear. The manufacturers can agree and get 2030. They can disagree and get 2031. Either way, the V8 is coming. That kind of confidence from a regulatory body is rare. It usually means the outcome is already decided, the vote is a formality, and the announcement is the last step before the process becomes official. Ben Sulayem described the V8 case in 3 words. Sound, less complexity, lightweight. Each of those 3 things is a direct criticism of the current engine. Sound. The 2026 power unit sounds like nothing previous generations of Formula One fans associate with the sport. The electric component dominates the acoustic experience. The combustion engine is muffled behind layers of energy management software, harvesting sequences, and deployment algorithms. The V8 era, 2006 to 2013, produced the loudest, most visceral cars Formula One has ever raced. 18,000 RPM. You could hear the cars from 20 kilometers away. That is not nostalgia. That is a genuine product differentiator that television and streaming audiences have never stopped asking for. Less complexity. The 2026 engine requires specialist engineering knowledge that no television commentator can explain in real time. that no casual fan can follow, and that has turned qualifying from a test of driving into a test of software optimization. The V8 will still have minimal electrification, but the internal combustion engine will be the dominant factor. Drivers will be able to push flat out more of the time. The steering wheel will have fewer buttons. Qualifying will look like qualifying again. Lightweight. The 2026 power unit is heavy. The battery required to service the electric component adds significant mass to the car. The minimum weight limit dropped from 800 kilograms to 768 kilograms for 2026, and almost no team has hit it. Red Bull are reportedly still 10 kilograms over. Aston Martin more. A V8 with minimal electrification would be substantially lighter than the current unit, which directly improves car dynamics, tire behavior, and the kind of racing the audience wants to watch. This is where it gets genuinely complicated. Because the V8 announcement does not change what happens in 2026, 2027, 2028, or 2029, those seasons will still be raced with the current engine architecture, maybe with modifications, maybe with a different electrical split, but the same fundamental design. Here is what the timeline actually looks like. Right now, talks are underway about 2027. A move toward a 60-40 split between combustion and electric is being discussed. That would make the engine simpler, reduce the reliance on harvesting, and bring the racing closer to what fans want. It is not a V8, but it is a step in that direction. 2028 and 2029 are transitional years. The current regulation cycle matures. Manufacturers begin developing V8 specifications. The FIA publishes technical frameworks. Teams start understanding what a V8-era car actually looks like and what development resources they need. 2030 is the target. V8 engines with sustainable fuels and minimal electrification. Louder, lighter, simpler. Ben Sulayem said, "You will hear about it very soon." That suggests the formal announcement of the 2030 or 2031 engine specification is imminent, not years away. The question nobody can answer yet is what minimal electrification actually means in percentage terms. Less than the current 50%. Probably less than the 80% combustion of the previous V6 era. Closer to 90% combustion. 95%? That negotiation will define what the V8 actually sounds and performs like. And that negotiation between the FIA, the teams, and the manufacturers is what the next few months of discussions will be about. Here is the honest read on the Ben Sulayem announcement. It is both more significant and less significant than the headlines suggest. More significant because the FIA president has never been this direct about a future engine change. Previous discussions were floated as ideas, suggestions, possibilities. This was a statement. V8 is coming. It will be done. That language is different. It signals that the internal alignment between the FIA, F1 management, and enough of the manufacturers is already there. The vote in 2030, if it happens, is likely to pass. Less significant because nothing changes tomorrow or next year. The 2026 engine still runs in 2026. The problems of superclipping, battery management races, and the sound that nobody asked for are still the reality for the next 4 seasons at minimum. The announcement does not fix Miami, it does not fix Monaco, it fixes 2030, but here is why it matters anyway. Formula One has spent 4 races of 2026 in a state of regulatory emergency. Rule changes before Miami. Camera rules changed without announcement. The FIA president announcing the replacement engine at the 4th race of the season. That sequence tells you something about the confidence in the current direction. And the fact that the V8 announcement was made at the Miami Grand Prix, while Antonelli was extending his championship lead and Verstappen was proving Red Bull could still fight, suggests the FIA wanted the story told this weekend, when the maximum number of journalists and fans were paying attention. V8 is coming. 2030, if the manufacturers agree. 2031, regardless. 13 years after it left. That is worth knowing. F1 Perspective covers every development, from the race to the regulations. You know where to find us.